got to get yourself this for sure, for sure. Where do you go for it? Online. I like it here. And mind you, this is my first time here. Me coming here to live here was my first time here.
Oh, wow.
So,
all right, so it's Auston Holleman back with another interview. And today I'm in Phuket, Thailand, and I have a special guest with me. If you go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? My name is Bacchus. I'm a photographer, traveler. I'm a travel photographer. That makes it much easier. Living here in Phuket for the past 2-3 months now. Loving it.
Yeah, I actually met him walking down the street. He said he recognized me, and so yeah, I've been procrastinating on this interview. I've been really busy trying to catch content out here, but today's my last day, and I made sure I made it happen for you guys. So, what got you into traveling?
My mom. I think at like 16, she took me to Paris. Like, thought that was cool. Heard, I seen, I didn't know, and she was just like, "Let's go." She took me out there, and I thought it was wonderful.
Okay.
So ever since then, I kind of, and that's crazy, like one of my first jobs was working at United Airlines, and I was like, you know how that is, it's on now.
So you sustain yourself through photography, or what do you do to maintain living outside of the United States?
I work online. This was a planned effort, so I saved a lot of money. I sold off things I didn't need. I did a little side work and just, saved and stacked, so I have more than enough to sustain me while I'm traveling. It's not a weekend for me, so I'm not balling out every weekend. I live here, so I'm like, all right, I could take my time with things. I don't have to just make it rain, so that also helps too. It's a big difference between coming out here for a week, 2 weeks, than actually living here.
That's the biggest difference between a tourist and an expat.
Correct.
Tourists are balling out. They're trying to smash everything. They're trying to buy as many drinks as they can. They're trying to do as much shopping, hit all the beaches.
They're trying to shut down Instagram, man.
Yeah, exactly. But an expat, you're living a normal life. You're just outside of your home country.
Correct.
So what would you say has been the biggest benefit to being an expat?
Biggest benefit to being an expat is how far my money goes.
Absolutely.
How much more, how I could get so much more for so much less and not have to worry. I still have bills at home I pay, but it just doesn't even compare. The food quality, the air, the people. I've been living here for a few months. I pretty much know most of the people on my street compared to where I lived prior for several years. I didn't know my neighbors.
Everybody's more friendly.
Yeah, everybody's more friendly. Everybody's more willing to say hi, especially they see you all the time. How you doing? Looking out for each other like crazy. Had an incident not too long ago. There was a snake, and the snake went into somebody's house, and like 4 people got on the phone to call the homeowner. Hey, there's a big ass snake in your house at the same time. So people are looking out for you even when, and he wasn't home. He was gone for the weekend.
Wow. Well, how big was this?
I stayed away, but yeah. I would say it was about as long as a bike, like one of the bikes you've been riding out here. Yeah, like a little moped, about as long as a moped.
Was it like that wide?
Oh no, that bitch was thick.
Really?
Yeah. But here's the thing about out here. So you would think you go kill it.
Yeah.
Nah, they call the snake police. There's a snake police. I'm like, wait, what? So they come, they catch the snake, put it in a bag, just like the dog catcher. There's a snake catcher, and then they take it up to the mountains and release it. Wow. I would have caught the machete and gone swinging, boy.
Yeah. So you're in a house and not an apartment?
No, I'm in an apartment, but I was out hanging out with people. I was out on the street, and we saw it go into somebody's house.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I will say that's one thing about the United States. You don't have to worry about a lot of that wildlife like that. Depending
just
on
the
where
hood
you
rats.
Are. Yeah, the
hood rats.
Yeah,
wild. Yeah, woof.
Yeah. Hood rats and alligators.
Hood rats, crackers, baseheads. Yeah, man. That's what you got to worry about.
So, how much more would you say you're getting for your money? Can you give me a couple of examples?
I probably spend about a good $1,200 respectfully a month, all in. That's rent, that's food, that's hanging out, that's going to the club every now and then. that's dates, that's about 1,200.
Wow.
Yeah,
You have a lot of discipline. I wish I could.
I'm on a budget, so I have to have, you know, discipline. I just can't, you know, I'm not doing anything. I'm studying right now for my next move in the world. So once that career comes in, then I could ball out more. But don't see any reason why. Even if I end up making more, I just save that, be able to buy me a nice condo out here for less. I can get a nice condo for about 100 grand. Round two, we could do.
So we were speaking about how
Budget.
and how you were disciplined, because I wish when I was in Brazil, man, my bills that I had to pay were only maybe $600 a month.
Okay.
I was spending I know I was spending at least $3,000 plus a month. So
Woo!
I was hanging out though. Eating out 3 times a day. And I haven't cooked a meal in months.
Well, that's the thing. So the place I'm staying in, I don't have a kitchen, so I eat out every day. But I can have breakfast, lunch, and or dinner for 100 baht. I eat street food. I go to the market. It's great. I go to some restaurants, some little side places, and they feed you just as good for so less, man. Part 3.
So
You have to move it outdoors.
what did we say?
He's talking about budgeting
Okay, so
at first. So now that we're budgeting, we're out here on Bangla in the daytime. Shops are closing, cars are getting off the road. It's about to be a turn up in the next hour, real quick.
Yeah. And it's pretty much like that all day, every 7 days a week, from what I'm seeing. All over Thailand, Pattaya, everywhere. I don't think it doesn't get a break.
You don't have to worry about coming out here on a weekend. Every day is Saturday. Every day is Saturday. You come out here on a Wednesday or a Friday, it's still the same. A little bit different, but you're not missing anything. You can still have a good time.
So you do drink liquor?
I do. I do. I prefer to, you know, pre-funk at the house and then go out. But I don't as much. My first couple of weeks here was party. Now I'm like, all right, I'm over it. I live here. I got this. I'm Gucci.
That's what runs up your budget.
Alcohol most definitely runs up your budget, especially if you pop in bottles in the club. You can drop an easy $200-300 a night. Now, if you got it like that, hey, rock on.
Are you looking forward to getting citizenship here one day?
I don't know. I might do the 10-year visa thing they have.
Really? Okay, can you elaborate on that? Because I didn't know about
Yeah, well, you can get a 10-year visa, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through. I don't know all of them. I've just been told by a lot of expats here. I'd rather have that. I see myself being a citizen of the world. I don't mind spending 2-3 years here and then moving on to Africa or wherever else I might fancy for another 2-3 years. I always thought it would be great to kind of own property on every continent.
Yeah.
A little something, even if it's a condo or a hut, something, you know, something I could go back to. And you always go, friends are for life. Especially you make the good quality friends, you could always go back and be back home no matter what.
So would you say you have more friends in the United States, or you have more friends around the world since you started traveling?
Around the world, worldwide. I've been to so many places, I met so many cool people. And my favorite thing is meeting people in one place from someplace else. So you come to Pattaya, Phuket, you meet somebody from Australia, then you go to Australia, you hang out with them and their people, and they become your friends, and then y'all hang out, and it's a beautiful world, man.
That's how it happened for me. Okay, so have you been to Chiang Mai?
No, I have not been north. The northest I've been is Bangkok. I've done Bangkok, Pattaya, and now Phuket. So I haven't been to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. It is on the list though. It is a must do.
So what is your number one city out of the top 3 cities you've been to so far?
Phuket.
Phuket, why is that?
20 minutes, I'm at a beach. If I don't like that beach, another 15 minutes, I'm at another one. Another 5 minutes, I'm at another one. Easy to get around. It's an island, it's small. Everybody knows everybody. I like the island life. I've been living in Atlanta for a long time, man. Let me get some of that sand in my head, man.
So what is the difference between the island? I mean, not the island. What's the difference between the beach in Pattaya versus Phuket?
For some reason, I think the beach in Pattaya is real dirty. Beach in Phuket, I could walk out 50 feet and still see my feet. Like, it's crystal clear, it's blue. Wherever there's a high concentration of tourists, the beaches aren't that great. Here, where we at, right down Bangla, I've never swam there. I'd rather go up or down and swim in any one of that. It's just nicer, easier. There's places where it's completely calm, completely flat. You could just float there, not a wave will hit you. There's places you get a little surfing in or wakeboarding in. It's different levels of beaches here, and there's so many options. For Pattaya, I think it's only like just that one, isn't it? Is it? Or am I wrong?
The beaches weren't interesting enough in Pattaya for me to really go search around. Versus here, they're a lot better. They're a lot cleaner, like you said about. We went island hopping, and those beaches were blue.
That's it here.
They were blue.
I can take you to places that is blue. By the airport, the beach there is blue. The sand there is golden, and there's another beach I know about that it's coral sand. So it's dead coral for sand. Mm-hmm. Any place where there's coral, it's always going to be beautiful water.
Wow, I haven't seen that one. So have you been island hopping?
Yeah, I did the touristy PP stuff.
Yeah, that's
I did it once when my homeboy came through, and they're too fast with the tourists. You get off, you spend an hour on the boat, hour and a half on the boat, you get off like, all right, you got 20 minutes. All right, you got 30 minutes. Like, man, and then they start blowing the horn or they start waving or whatever, and they will leave your ass, so fuck around if you want.
Yeah, we went to PP Island where they had the little shallow water and the little sharks swimming.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, as soon as I started seeing the sharks, we got our little photos in 4 minutes left.
Gotta go, yep.
And I threw up 5 times.
You threw up because of the boat?
Yeah, I threw up.
You know what, next time, and I thought you was gonna do this, but you should have stayed the night on PP Island. There's hotels and stuff there.
Really?
I would have taken a ferry, go to PP Island, stop off, drop your bags, and go out and explore and take your sweet ass time for a night or two. Like legit. The tour thing is for people here for the weekend, in and out, a bunch of people.
Well, I'm gonna have to do that next time. I'm gonna have to come back. 10 days is definitely not enough time. So what would you recommend? How many days should somebody
I live here. I recommend it all. I would recommend if you got vacation, you could do 10 days proper on this island. You gotta remember, you're also a content creator, so you're doing more things for the content rather than just for your relaxation. Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna get to enjoy the things as much as if you left all the cameras and everything at home, you would have enjoyed it a lot more, right? So 10 days is great. Plan it, have a backup plan, and plan some more. There's so much things to do. You ever come out here, you need a photographer to take pictures of you doing the thing so you don't have to worry, holla at me.
Wow, you know what, that is deep. Being a content creator, you don't get to enjoy it.
No.
You don't get to enjoy going to the restaurant where you gotta take a picture of the sign. You gotta take a picture of the table. You gotta take a picture of them bringing every single little thing. Yeah.
And redo it, and redo it. Because she ate her cake way before I could even take a picture of it. And I gotta order another cake. And then I gotta come back, Yeah, you get to, so when I was traveling and I had a lady friend with me, she would tell me, all right, you got 1 hour, then you put the camera away, then we could enjoy. So she would let me do what needs to be done, take the video, take the pictures. And it was great because I wasn't constantly grabbing my camera and taking it up to shoot. So
what city would you recommend somebody start in if they're coming to Thailand?
Try to fly into Phuket. I think you get a lot more bang for your buck, even though it's more expensive than Pattaya, but it's the path less traveled, the path less taken. So there's so much to do in such a small place. It's not hard to get around. 10 days, no problem. You could go spend 2 of those days on PP Island, and you could go to other islands. Yeah, I think this I like it here. And mind you, this is my first time here. Me coming here to live here is my first time here.
Oh, wow.
So everything is new to me.
So, have you ran into any issues? Like, so you've been to other countries, so how is the language barrier here compared to other countries?
Yes, language barrier no matter where you go, but people know the basics. You can get by a lot easier. I was in Philippines, is actually way easier. That's like almost their native language because they do a lot of, most of them work in call centers. So the Philippines, English is not a problem. The more rural you get, the harder it's going to be. Compared to Colombia, yeah,
You out of there in Colombia.
Huh?
In Colombia, Brazil, you out of there.
Yeah, no.
You don't know that language.
I was going to go, Colombia would have been something. It would have been easy for me, but my Spanish is horrible, and yeah, that's one of the reasons I chose to come here, because I know the language barrier wouldn't be so great.
So what stops you from learning another language?
Lazy, and I don't want to dedicate something too long for something that I may not keep. If I want something long term. You know, in Portuguese, you're not just limited to one place. There's other places you can go. Me knowing Thai, I'm limited to just Thai. Learning Spanish, most definitely not limited.
The whole world.
Right, there's so many places. Might be a different dialect, but at least you have the basis down. Learning Thai, I would suggest if anybody wants to be in the Asias, learn Mandarin. Because Mandarin is what most of the languages are based off of.
Really?
So it's kind of like a cheat code.
Wow, I didn't know that. That it makes sense. They all look sort of similar.
You would think the most spoken language on this planet is English, but it's not. It's actually Mandarin.
But those people are all in one spot, for the most part.
Right, but like I said, it's grown to other places.
Yeah.
So Mandarin starts off, then it got Chinese, Japanese, Tagalog, everything else.
I mean, if you were to take out Mandarin, I think it would be English.
As much influence as we have in the world, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to go see Avatar today. They play that shit in English. It is not in Thai.
Wow. Not even subtitles?
They might have subtitles. I didn't ask that. I just asked. I was like, hey, is it in English or Thai? They was like, it's in English. Bet. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Wow. Okay, so have you noticed any Westernization from being here with there being a lot of English? Like, do you notice any negative and positive?
Some of the locals have adapted some of that F-word stuff that we don't like. I've had conversations with them, and it's difficult. That's the only thing. That's the only bad influence. They pick up the attitude that we don't like at home. Some of them, and those are the ones that usually deal with a lot of tourists.
Gotta be. Always.
Yeah, they pick that up, and it's a turn off. Otherwise than that, I really don't see much.
Yeah, it was just like when I was in Colombia and Brazil. They spoke English. You kind of got a sense of being home a little bit. But here, not so much, because so many people speak English. But there are that hand-slick few that do remind you of home a little bit. But for the most part, they speak English here and they still act like Thai people. You know.
Right. But no, it's a mixture. You go to a melting pot, you're gonna find a little bit of influence from everywhere. Like the Thai, Indian, the cuisines, especially the mix that they have. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
What is your definition of a passport, bro?
My definition of the passport, bro, is exactly that. It's a brother with his passport, exercising his options, traveling out there, meeting other brothers that travel, indulging in the culture, the food, and just seeing the world.
So are there certain behaviors that are expected from that group of men?
No. I believe that has been adopted by the media. So anything bad that somebody does, they call a passport bro, especially if it's overseas. The white boy that killed the chica in Colombia not too long ago, they're calling him a passport bro. Anything bad or any any BS that they do, they're calling it that, and that's not it. Women have been traveling, black women have been traveling, doing their thing for a long time, and nothing wrong with it. We don't care what they do, when they go. Go out, sis, have your fun, Rick Ross it, enjoy life. Just come home with 10 fingers, 10 toes, and vertical. That's all we ask with you. So, brothers coming out here and seeing what else they have. And as for the ones who out there wilding and just putting a lot of stuff on social media, I always say keep that to yourself. Keep that with your inner circle. Not everybody needs to see everything you do, because it could come back and bite you in the butt.
Correct. Sometimes whenever dudes travel, they have a problem with the authorities in other countries. Have you ever had any issues?
Humble yourself, mother.
Really?
Humble yourself. Check that. You do not want to be on locked up abroad. It ain't. Nope. Look, so riding out here in Thailand, you need your international passport. I have your international driver's license. I have mine. Because riding around with this, they stop me all the time. They hop out from a truck like, you, pull over. Cool. I pull over with a smile. Whip in my pocket, whip out my international driver's license. Once they see that, they just wave you on. Because otherwise, they're going to want a bribe. They're going to want 500 baht, 1,000 baht. 1,000 baht's about $30. Okay, you got it, big baller. But when they do that to you 6 times in one day, yeah. I don't care who you are, it hurts.
So where do you go to get an international passport?
Driver's
license.
International driver's license. Right? You got to get yourself this, for sure. Where do you go for it? Online. $40. Lasts for 1 year. Send them a copy of your driver's license, fill out the form, pay them the $40 online. I'll send you the link. Out of Miami. Took them like 2 weeks, send it to me. Boom, no problem.
So how is it driving here? Since you said you drive it, I know it's pretty chaotic from what I see.
So I used to ride big motorcycles home. I had a R1, a Gixxer 600, and a Honda 954. I like my big bikes. I used to ride them. So I know I know bike etiquette. I know how to roll in these streets. On these little mopeds, they're a lot of fun. For me, I prefer driving on the left side of the road. It's more natural to me. Driving a right-hand drive car, changing gears with my left is more natural, and I've been driving stateside my whole life. It's easy, but you just gotta be on a swivel. You just have to be aware. They drive differently here because very laid back, so people will just stop in the middle of the street, and you just go around them, or you just wait. Nobody's really blowing horns like that. This ain't New York. This ain't Atlanta.
So it's not a lot of road rage when you're driving?
No, I have it myself, and I have to check it. I always have to check my road rage because Thailand protects their people. So if I hit a Thai, I'm fucked regardless.
Yeah, I've heard they'll jump.
If a Thai hits you, you're fucked regardless. So they protect their people, which I respect. I respect that for sure. Have you ridden the bike out here, or you just been riding shotgun?
No.
You ain't get on a two-wheeler, man?
In Bangkok.
Like ride it yourself. In Bangkok?
Oh no, not by myself, no.
Oh shit, goddamn. Ooh, come on, man. Make sure your insurance paid up.
Yeah, I had to try it, but I got hit by a car when I was 5, so.
I got hit by a car twice on my motorcycle.
Really?
Yeah.
Out here?
No, stateside.
Okay.
This big old cherry I have here, I broke this ankle, one of the two, I can't remember. Yeah, when the weather acts up, my knees act up because I slid for a while and I broke, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I wrecked 2 bikes.
I ran out of things.
I bought 2 more.
You bought 2 more?
I bought 2 more. I was like, yes, I get a bigger bike.
Is there anything you'd like to say to my audience? Just
travel smart. Do your research. Take everybody's advice, but make your own decision. Own your shit. And have fun. You're traveling to have fun. Whatever your fun is, like I said, just come home, 10 fingers, 10 toes, and vertical. Hungover, lose money, you could always get it back. We can't get you back.
Absolutely. And it can be dangerous outside of the country.
Yeah, these Be smart, man. You know your limit. That's my favorite. Know your limit. Know what your alcohol consumption is. If you know after 3 Long Islands, you good. Just go to 2 and chill. Don't go for 6 because you overseas, man. Because you don't want them problems. Honest to God truth. Humble yourself with the police. They got the power. You gonna.
Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all make sure y'all go. What's your channel again?
I think it's Bacchus Gutter on YouTube. I haven't done it in a while, but my IG is Bacchus Flary. I'll drop it for you, so you can hit me up if you're out here, if you want to come out here and get some photos done, or just want to see what's up.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'll leave the link in the description. I'll tag all your stuff on there. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Allowing me to do this interview today.
No worries, man. It was good. Got me out the house. Gave me something to do.